Last one for planning, and this is Focus Student 3. 1.4 Rubric. How does the candidate plan instruction using knowledge of Focus Student 3's assets and learning needs to support meaningful engagement with a content-specific lesson, goals, and address the student's well-being by creating a safe and positive learning environment during or outside of the lesson? Okay. So here's level 3. Candidates plan activity strategies and assessments during or outside the lesson are designed to provide a safe and positive learning environment, promote Focus Student 3's well-being, and support Focus Student 3's progress toward the content-specific learning goals. I put 2 things here. In your plan, give specific examples of moves, activities, and strategies that will set up a good space for your students to learn. Include how you will group or have your students share, your expectations or engagement, pacing, and appropriate use of materials. Now this is for the whole class, okay? But this is really needing to be about Focus Student 3. So I have down here, do describe Focus Student 3's needs and the specific things you will do for them to be positively and productively engaged. Avoid negative talk about Focus Student 3. Focus on strengths and needs. All right? And a little bit more might be that you're focusing on their well-being. So that's one piece of it. Focus on well-being, but also moving towards their learning. So it can't be just about how they're going to be discomfortable in the classroom. It also has to be about how you're moving them in their learning too. So there might be 3 things here. Level 4, candidate articulates how plans build on Focus Student 3's assets and learning needs. Again, this is not about attending to, but about building on. And then why the lesson is likely to be responsive to Focus Student 3's life experiences. Again, this is another easy 1-point gain. Frame every activity you set out in terms of how it will positively engage Focus Student 3 based on their assets and their needs. How will Focus Student 3 be better for the specific attention you give in these in your lesson, and describe how your plans address Focus Student 3's life experience. There's a lot of stuff going on here, but this is again holding Focus Student 3 as capable and how you're going to support them in their learning. Level 5 is about UDL again, inclusive environment, and again about being part of the whole class community. And then the other part of this is about evidence-based practices again. So you have to give evidence. Focus Student 1, Focus Student 2, and Focus Student 3. To have a level 5, you need to give evidence from frameworks of teaching for English learners, for students on plans, and students who come to the learning differently. To move to a 5, you will have to do more than just describe how you are working to best teach Focus Student 3. You will have to describe in your plans how Focus Student 3 will be involved in shared work as part of the learning community, pair, share, group work discussion. So it's not about isolating them and fixing them. It's about how are they a part of all things, and then giving some evidence for why that's a good way to go. And then again, the same kinds of requirements here: written narrative, lesson plan, instructional materials. So those are the first 4 rubrics, and those are all about planning.